Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Fabio.
I'm
I'm the
Ned.
Gaming and Play Ambassador for the Neurodiversity Foundation, and welcome to the closing ceremony of the second Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam. With me, it's Ned. Ned, how are you today?
I'm good, and I could tell that we have audio, so we are rolling. Um,
Very indeed. I like how you look like a very professional DJ, doing your thing and mixing tapes. I absolutely love this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we're here to celebrate. It's a wrap for the second Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam. And we are very excited because it was a big success. We had 3 times as many participants as last year. We had a dozen submissions, and much like last year, today we're doing the fun part, which is playing through the games that you have created, going through them, together with Ned, having a good chat, just casual, no pressure. This is not a competition. This is a celebration, and so we want to celebrate you, your stories, and the amazing games that you have created. And I know that when it's about playing games, at least when it comes to me, I just want to get down to it. I don't like too much, I, too much talks and stuff. So, Ned, shall we just get down to business
oh,
and play
yeah,
some games?
for sure. I'm happy to do so, and very well done, said in general, Fabio. It's been a wonderful time getting to go through these games. Let's just get to it.
Yep. Let's do it. Tough decisions have to be taken sometimes. I have to say, I'm a big fan of auto battlers, so I was kind of hooked in because I was like, yes, please, yes, yes, do it. And I got into a bit of kill, kill, murder, murder, murder mood, which is probably not the message behind this game, but it really hooked me as a big auto battler fan. So and the creature, I mean, seeing that little fish that spins whatever it spins around him, like it was like, yes, the world needs something like this. It's okay. It's okay. I think, auto battlers tend to be quite serious. You look at your battlegrounds and, TFT, they're very serious, very,
Thank you.
th-
Thank you,
very
Rins.
structured. And this is just a bit of fun. This is just a fresh take on the world of auto battlers. That's why I also love it so much. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It just wants you to have a laugh. In addition to being quite competitive auto battler, I just like it. I just love it.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And thank you, Rin, for pointing out that you couldn't hear me. It should be very likely that you can hear me now. Uh, Sorry about that. Mostly I was saying about how fun this is. It definitely is something that puts a smile on your face. I don't play a lot of auto battlers, so it was very fascinating for me to play this and then just like be caught by the whimsy of it. I do remember the person who made this talking about how this was essentially their special interests of just like these little plushies in particular. So getting to watch them have their little personalities on screen was really fun. I've heard a bit of about these like little plushies, in particular these little creatures, but I don't know too much about it, so I can't speak to it. But definitely someone's passion, and I'm glad that someone was able to share that with us.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let it play out a little bit longer because I will admit I love watching the one that spins. I can't remember the name of it, but I do just tend to stare directly just at that one. It's very much a mood. I love spinning in circles. I have a tendency to do that when I'm playing games to the point where I probably make it very tiring for people to watch me play. Yeah.
There's just something compelling about looking the battle unfold. It's just, I don't know. It just, draws me in.
Yeah. I don't know what I just bought. I bought a fish car. Okay.
Fish car.
It's perfect. And we gotta.
You got Papoopy. I mean, Papoopy is a vibe. It's a name first off, and then a vibe. Like it's.
Yeah.
You have Poo and Papoopy.
They're probably friends. No, it's really interesting, and I love Fishcar. This stuff is very, very cool. Oh, Fishcars everywhere. But yeah, very, very, very interesting first one, and I'm noticing that you can't see it because you're covering it with your video, Fabio, but most of ours are knocked out right now, unfortunately, so I don't think we're winning this battle. We lost.
Well, it's only lost that learning unfolds. So we take it. We take the L and we learn and we do better. That's fine.
But definitely...
We probably need more fish cars. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. But definitely a first game, like a wonderful first game to start off with. Like I have also appreciate the credits, that sort of thing. I love it when people have their credits, and I also love options. I hate to admit it, but I'm the type of person to go into the options for a game before even starting the game, just because I'm like, what do you have here? I'm so curious. And also there's achievements, and I appreciate that. Yeah, but a wonderful, like, fun first game to start off with. Do you have anything else you want to say about Dawn of Creation? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I've tried to say the crew right, but I don't know if I said it.
Nothing except please make this a game. Please make this a commercial game. Release it. Make it awesome, because this is awesome.
Right, because this was marked as a demo, I believe. I'm so excited to see more. Alrighty, we're going to move on to the next game, which I'm actually going to hit their lovely Shift plus Escape. Another thing I love about games that are made in exe files is when you add a way out, and I don't have to figure out a way out myself. Okay.
It's the little things, Ned. It's the little things that make great games.
Oh yeah, for sure. So next we're going to be playing Going Home. I really appreciate it. And they give you before you play that they recommend you lower the volume. There's a lot of intense sounds. And if it asks you for internet and network access, just say no. I did say no. Don't worry. We're good. And if you find a key in the last level, you don't need to fetch it again if you lose. So even from the screenshots, it looks very, very interesting. I did get a little bit of time to play through it, and I got immensely lost, so you may have to help me a bit, Fabio. I may get intensely lost. But here is...
Go for the purple door.
The purple door. Okay. Right. That's the first... And I do appreciate the options, especially the music and sound effects being
Yeah.
adjustable and those being separate scales. I'm a sucker for an options menu. I apologize in advance. um, but I'm gonna hit play. This game is based off personal individual's experience. Every soul is different, every mind is beautiful. You're tired and not having fun anymore. It's time to go home. Alrighty. And I love 3D environments. I tend to get a bit nauseous when playing 3D for too long, but I find that's with newer games where they added like a little bobble when you're walking around. But there's some instructions here, like blue soul people obtain energy from their surrounding environments. The more noise, the more people around them, the better. They tend to position themselves in circles. Red soul people. Red soul people get their energy from interacting with other people. The more people they meet and talk to, the happier they are. Very extroverted. Green soul people. People with green souls get energy by spending time alone, concentrating and immersing themselves in a subject or activity. Noisy and social environments make them tired. I can definitely relate to that. I'm probably more of this. As well as bad smells and unexpected events. No, yep, that's me. And green soul people.
And me.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Beware of bad smells and unexpected social situations. Ugh. Yeah. I have a weird system of like, okay, we're at a party. I see a door up there. I'm gonna try to get to that door. So I probably have to. I don't have the energy to socialize, but avoid people.
I feel like I played this game in real life many, many times, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of times. When I played through this game, the main feeling was, okay, I feel seen. I feel this. This is me a Saturday night when I went to the club. We called it the disco, with my friends, and I was like, yeah, I can dance, but it's not really fun. I just want to play games, and I just want to play games either with myself or with some other friends. I don't want to bump into the red shirt guy that asks me weird questions and smell alcohol all around. So I felt an extremely tight connection with this game because it speaks to something that also is very dear and personal to me. Hence, I really like this game also because of that quite personal connection that I can see with it. And all the words that I read, it's just like, whoa, are you in my brain right now or what?
Reading I really wish I could be reading some random wiki right now. I was the type to just go on Wikipedia and just go to random places, so I get it.
I do it to this day. When I'm in bed and I need to chill and unwind, I just look at some history on wiki or some science, and I'm like, okay, and then it's like incredibly spot on.
Yeah. Oh, we got some headphones. I feel so much better about the noise now. Okay, good. So I've encountered, I think, red people and green people, but I don't know if I've seen too many blues. Or the blues haven't been obtrusive. Am I allowed back here? I could be immersing myself in my PC instead of being here.
There you go.
I feel a bit called out. Oh, no more party. But yeah, I haven't really attended what people would refer to as a party in many, many years. So, because I don't like this, I'm good. Okay, we can avoid the red person. Don't look
And
at me.
avoiding the real person in real life sometimes is really not possible. It's yeah. You
No.
go.
Interesting, having fun. I don't know. I'm about to go to bed and read about ancient Greece for 6 hours, or cyclones are believed to be men using baby man's skull as a helmet. I want to go to bed and read about ancient Greece for 6 hours. Did they punch me in the face for that?
I want to hope so. Not.
Oh, there's so much. The kitchen smells so bad. Oh, okay, I see. It's timing.
Yeah.
I
And
didn't
I
get
would
this
be
far
interested
last
to
time.
hear, I will be interested to hear from the developer, how did you how did you adapt? How did you cope with this? Because for me, it's been a quite complex journey of trying to change color a bit, learn other colors in order to also for professional reasons, to grow, to get the job that I wanted, to get it to the places I wanted. So I just wonder how the developer of this game coped. If you're here, if you want to let us know, that would be great.
Yeah, and like it comes with masking sometimes. That's what it's like to
Oh
have to
yeah.
pretend to be a different color than what you are. That sort of thing. Definitely. But apparently I'm very bad at masking. I've had my friends tell me over the years just kind of go like, "No." I'm like, "I'm good at," and no, apparently not. But okay, purple soul people get their energy, I'm assuming, by moving and making loud noises. No, why? Expressing themselves with their body movement, energize and freeze them. Oh no. Well, I don't mind it within reason, but when you're already overstimulated, that is
Yeah.
an experience.
I like how this the red person is lurking there. They're waiting for you, you know. Yes, and you can't,
Well, this
it's almost
guy,
inescapable.
I feel kind of bad for. Should I go up? Like, this guy doesn't look like he's having fun. Should I go talk to
You want to give some peace of mind to the red person.
him? I mean, that's just me. I'm the type that even if I am uncomfortable, I'm just like, "How are you doing? Are you doing okay?"
Yeah, you
Uh,
know, being a red person is not inherently wrong. Everyone is different. Everyone has different ways to see the world and to live in the world. So you're actually doing a good thing to recognize the recognize the red person. I think it actually speaks to, yes, to that trying to push boundaries, to try to push your boundaries and get to know another side of the world.
yeah. We're being asked what we're doing here. We have the options of dot dot dot. I I am walking, or
I am
I'm
walking.
covering this one. Oops, sorry guys. Sparta actually had two kings at the same time governing the city, which is fascinating. But I think I would give a straightforward choice. Like I'm walking. I'm walking here. Ooh. I imagine it's psychic damage. The purples.
Oh, purple people, the loud ones.
I know, I'm sorry. It's too noisy. Why is that guy kicking? Oh,
Oh, oh, the key. Yes.
yes, the key that was mentioned. I managed to find it. No. We have to get out of here. My bar's going down. I think I'm lost.
Yeah, there was a door there somewhere.
Ah,
Oh, there we go.
get me out
I
of here.
needed the key to open it.
Oh, look,
Yay!
we made it. I really do appreciate a game that comes around and changes the title screen. That is so fun.
Yeah, it's
One
true.
of the my favorite games that does that is In Stars in Time, where it's a subtle change over time, but it talks about it does speak to the characters like mental health. Oh, and we're on our computer, probably reading about ancient Greece. You even get like a little bit of hint of like what we're talking about because like we got the helmet here in the pharaoh. Yeah, very very cool game. Definitely is very relatable. But yay, we made it
Yep.
home. I did it. I beat the game. A wonderful job.
High five.
And it's really is that simple. You're tired and not having fun anymore. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this game, Fabio?
I just love it too. So I think I said plenty.
Yeah.
Because then I get a bit excited and I start, throwing stuff, but I cannot stop talking about this stuff. So I'll stop instead.
Hmm. I'm sorry. I'm seeing in our chat that I think we have a bot. Um,
Oh,
Uh,
Stream boo.
Stream boo. I'm going to delete
How?
the message. Because usually,
Right.
like, if that person was unfortunately a person, I feel bad, I'm sorry, but it did not seem like a human message.
No.
Uh, I deleted it, so if you're still here, you can still engage. I didn't, like, ban you. Alrighty, I'm gonna hit exit on this game. This was a wonderful little experience. And I had that turned down to like about 10% on my end before even the options, so I can imagine what it's like to accidentally turn it on max volume. I'm glad they give that warning.
Well,
Okay.
that's like the real life club experience with absolutely excruciatingly loud music.
Yep.
And in fact, one of the reasons why I never liked it is because I had to literally scream in people's ears just to and I hope that they heard me, because sometimes they wouldn't even hear me if I screamed literally inside their ears.
I-
And it defeated the purpose of an evening with my friends, in which I could communicate and talk to them. So that's another reason why this is so relatable, and such a great way to also make people understand how it feels like for green people like us.
For sure. And my personal experience, my goodness. I have an audio processing disorder, which I only found out about like many years into my life. But when I'm in an environment like that, I just assume I'm not going to hear anyone, and I actually
Right.
prefer using things like my phone to like display a message or have the person repeat themselves 5 times and then assume what they said rather than know what they said because I am that socially awkward. But that was going
I don't,
home. Yeah. Um
I don't think it's awkward. I think it's also practical. It's actually easier just to text someone instead of trying to discern their message in a billion decibel music.
oh yeah. Um Next we have Neurodragon Meditation. Um this is by Londolan, who was our one of our mentors this year. So if you're here, Londo, hi. Thank you so much for volunteering. It was lovely to have you, and hope to see you next year, and whether it be participating and or being a mentor. Um yeah. So you're a village girl with alexithymia. Alexithymia is when someone has difficulty recognizing emotions. I very likely have alexithymia myself. Um, Good luck to me, basically, with emotions. She needs to meditate so her breathing on her breathing often to get insight into her inner state at a given moment. So meditate on breathing to get insight on the personal status, read the cookbook on the food cart to see the ingredients, find and collect the ingredients, cook some meals, nourish the dragon with your meals, and P.S. to eat something, click and hold on the item in your inventory. Um, Game should work on browsers both mobile and desktop laptop. Just click, swipe, press, hold, and see what you can do. Yeah, wonderful. I have played a little bit of it, but it's going to start from the start again. Little one. Seeing you today fills my heart with sweetness and tender sadness. I have lived for many millennia, yet I sense my end may be near. The last battle against Azura took its toll on my ancient body. It does feel like we've been kind of thrown into the story, which is really cool. So we have 3 options here. Um, Surely there's something that can be done, or you are indeed a brave protector. Please don't leave me. You are my best friend. Um, Fabio, do you want to make this choice?
Let's go with your indeed a Ray Protector.
That's
Sounds very
actually what I
British.
chose on my playthrough. So even dragons have their moments of weakness, little one. Yet there's still spirit and life left in me. With proper care and treatment, I might regain my health. But I dare not bestow you with such a task when you are so young. What do you mean? Or I could do more than you think.
Your call.
Okay. What do you mean? It's not your spirit that I fear for. It is your disconnect from your to your own needs. Yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
Promise me this. If you want to help me, take good care of your own self first. Meditate every day to connect to your heart and your needs in the present moment. Will you meditate for yourself every day while taking care of me every day until I've regained my health? I will meditate for you, or I will meditate to connect. Fabio?
I'll meditate for you. Let's commit to that.
Alas, if you think of me too much during meditation, you may miss the signs and needs of your body and mind.
True.
Mind your body, mind your breathing, mind what is present in the current moment. Then it will be revealed to you, but you need to be able to continue. Well, now, the sun is starting to rise yet again. Start your quest at the food cart's cookbook. There you'll find recipes for how to heal me. You can always talk to me about how to meditate. Godspeed, good luck, and take care. Yes, I'll nourish you back to health. Don't worry, I'll take care of us both. Or, yes, I'll go to you for meditation advice. Oh my gosh, I keep saying medication already. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll take care of us
Yeah.
both. The map is being generated. Now, I do believe there is music to this one.
Yeah.
But I did mute it earlier. I'm just going to turn it down a bit before even turning it on. Now I can turn it up a bit. There we go. Now, I love 2.5D. That is what we're looking at right now. Hello, little one. What do you want to talk about? We can ask for food, give food, ask for guided meditation, ask for wisdom, or see you later, dear dragon. He did ask us to start at the cookbook in the food station.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should say see you later. But 2.5D has always been a big... Oh. Interesting. This is breathing, I suppose.
Yep.
I have always loved 2.5D. I want to make 2.5D's games in the future. So we have some foods that we can make, such as cooked rice, fried eggs, cucumber chives garnish, sambal hot sauce, egg fried rice, and nasi rice deluxe. So we could probably wander around and discover. I noticed that we only have access to stamina and stress right now. But I do think we are hungry.
You're thinking about chicken thighs,
food.
apparently.
There's 4 of them now, so I think I'm really hungry.
Oh, stress negligible. That's good. Yeah, you can just go around and hunt for food.
Yeah, I'm
whilst still
currently
breathing in and breathing out.
Doing the breathing.
Breathing in, breathing out.
I think this is a very interesting mechanic.
Breathing in.
Hunger
Yeah, it is.
enormous.
I like how the breathing guide is always on, so you can always be in sync with your breathing.
There's some
whilst
pineapple.
things happen. Breathe in,
we
breathe
have
out.
to eat. We have to eat. I'm trying. Okay. Okay, I think I need to eat some more though.
All the pineapples.
I need to eat all the pineapples. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just do some breathing.
Like enormous. Your spirit is enormous.
Oh, I think I get it. Am I supposed to be... Am I going too fast? I'm supposed to be following the other flower.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
You need to be in sync.
The one thing I didn't figure out when I previously played this game was how to do the meditation, so I'm really proud of myself for understanding it. Okay, so our hunger's doing pretty good. Our stamina's doing pretty good. So I know we needed... Might as well eat this. Our hunger was pretty high, rather. I know we could also eat the banana. Banana! Okay, hunger's at 0.
Yeah, and you got some ingredients now for the...
Yes. I see some rice over here. I do kind of forget what we need for what, so I'm just collecting things I know I saw. I think one of them was rice, so we could probably just go and eat that.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the idea of, like, you can't take care of someone else before you take care of yourself. I think that's one thing that we neglect in general. We think that it's better for us to just go through it. Okay, we could cook the cooked rice. Oh, we got 2 portions of it. Awesome. Hello, dragon.
We got a little thing for you, Drake.
Hello, little one. What do you want to talk about? I'm going to give you some food. The better the food, the faster I heal. Which food do you want to give me? White rice. That was yummy. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better already. Okay, we're going to do some breathing. I'm not very good at it, can you tell? It's interesting because for me, I personally, breathing exercises sometimes don't work very well for me because then I get too focused on my breathing and I panic. I'm like, oh no, I'm breathing wrong. I'm doing it wrong.
I guess it's part of the learning process, right? You know, breathing and mindfulness in general, people often, minimize their value, but it's actually complicated stuff to get right because breathing is something that is so ingrained in your system, you don't even think, of course, when you breathe. And when you have to think about breathing in a certain way to stimulate certain behaviors or lower your stress, a lot of people find difficulties, I've learned, because it makes you rewire your system in the very basic thing that you've been doing your entire life without thinking about it. So it's like learning to walk again. You walk, you don't think when you walk. It's kind of the same thing. It's incredible how important it is and difficult it is to rewire certain things.
Mm-hmm.
What I really like about this game is the fact that not only it shows you an aspect of this, but think about stuff like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is all about taking care of other people, right? Making everyone in the village happy. This adds a part, an aspect, an angle that nobody has ever thought about, which is the taking care of yourself. And it would be interesting also to see this because this is like Animal Crossing crossover survival titles. Survival titles are all about getting food or fending off zombies or wolves. They're not really catered on the taking care of yourself. It's more about the survive in an hostile environment. I like the fact how this game takes it towards a different world. Your world, what's inside you.
Right.
What's inside you, and with the Drake being a symbol of everything else, and how you balance these two things. There's something so powerful in that that can be taught through the game medium.
Yeah.
It's absolutely, I love this idea. I love the theme and how they are portrayed.
For sure. Thank you for sharing that, Fabio. That is yeah. I also noticed that earlier our breathing got really quick. So even the subtle storytelling happening with the icons on either side and what it means to slow down your breathing. Yeah. Also, bananas are very good for curing hunger. That's what I've learned.
Just like IRL.
Yeah.
Like a panacea kind of thing.
I'm trying to get these. There we go. Oh.
Spice it up. And breathe. Spice it up and breathe. Always breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Okay. I think I may be stuck,
Yeah, that's
unfortunately.
fine.
But like, wonderful concept. It's really,
Yeah.
really cool to see it in action. And thank you to Londolan for sharing it. Um, yeah, I love it because it's not just taking care of someone else; it's also taking care of yourself, and how that is one and the same.
And it's such a struggle. You know, the more life goes on and the more of a struggle becomes, because then if you have kids, if you have a partner, if you have baby parents that start getting of a certain age, all these things become decisions that you need to make. And
Mhm.
how much of, you know, how much energy you spend taking care of other people versus how much energy you spend taking care of yourself. It's such an underestimated topic, and I'm super excited about this game portraying it in such a great way.
Mhm. For sure. Anything else you want to say about this game? No worries. I know you've said a lot, and I think there is a lot to say about it. Um, cause wow, I love the concept.
Yeah, kudos to Londoland.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to move on to the next game.
Yeah,
Okay, somebody they'll understand. Somebody they'll understand is a narrative twine game about navigating the invisible exhaustion of masking as a neurodivergent transmasculine teenager. That was me. The only thing that isn't true anymore is the teenager part. um, you have to go to a party your friends hosted where you balance authenticity and social expectations as every conversation shapes your energy and sense of self. This game is about the difficulty of everyday life as an autistic person and the struggles with masking. Every dialogue option has a few versions. What you actually want to say, what you think society expects you to say, each choice changes the invisible energy meter. If it goes too low, you will get burnout ending. There's 4 endings to get. The burnout ending, you adopt Deborah, or the authentic ending. You survive the party and go home exhausted, masking ending. Or you end up having the time of your life. Um, I will admit, I played through this once. I got the authentic ending. I got to adopt Deborah. So yeah. Um, I didn't get to say this with going home, but I do appreciate they do it here too, of like it's a spectrum. My experience is individual. Yes, in general we have things that we can relate to one another, but at the same time everything is very on its own. Um like things I experience are not things my old roommate experienced. For like, I had a lot of issues around, or I still do. I have a lot of food sensitivities. My roommate doesn't. Um, my like, and we figure out ways to accommodate ourselves that way. But at the same time, if I were to talk about those food sensitivities, my roommate wouldn't really relate to that game one to one. So I'm going to read this out. Warning, I have autism spectrum disorder level 1, but that doesn't mean my experiences match everyone else's. It's a spectrum for a reason. The experience of the main character may not reach yours, and that's okay. That is okay. Wonderful point. The point of this game is to show how daily life can be too much for people with autism and show the exhaustion of masking. It is made how I find things and my own experiences, and it may not meet yours, and for that, I'm sorry. Love you, take care, and I hope you enjoy. It's okay. You don't have to apologize for um making something that doesn't meet everyone's expectations or wants in a game or any sort of media. Um I strongly believe you can't make a piece of media for everyone. And by trying to make something for everyone, you kind of end up making it for no one. And there's like a few examples out there of that. As like things become more trying to appeal to everyone, like shows that are supposed to be very challenging to watch become less challenging and more streamlined, and the people who enjoyed that challenge are no longer interested, and the people who don't want a challenge may still think it's a challenge and not go into watching that show or something. So my thing is, hey, you don't need to make something to someone else's experiences, like to appeal to someone else. If you make for yourself, then you make for people who will get it, and that's good. That's good enough. I'm gonna
Mic dropped.
I am very passionate about that one. I've had conversations before with people about like the idea of making games for everyone, and I'm like, I want to. That sounds lovely, but that's not actually realistic.
No.
And I'd rather reach the people I know I'm gonna reach. So I'm gonna hit start because I haven't even hit start yet. I apologize. I'll get off my little soapbox. Okay. You spent the entire afternoon preparing yourself for a party your friends have been pleading with you to attend. A party you already know will be one of the most exhausting experiences of your life. You were diagnosed with level 1 autism spectrum disorder last year, and you refused to tell anyone since. It's not because you're ashamed of it, you're not, but you know it would change everything. You were already transmasculine, and that brought difficulties, but autistic too? It was too much for your perfectly crafted social image. You've always known that you weren't like everyone else, but putting a name to it would shatter the carefully crafted image people have of you. The version of yourself that smiles at the right times, laughs when everyone else does, and someone always seems to know the script. Maybe if your friends knew, they'd understand why the thought of a crowded party makes your stomach twist. Your friends aren't cruel, you genuinely like them, and that's maybe why you exactly keep pretending. So we have two options to choose here. We have the word party and the word diagnosed. Fabio, do you want to make a choice? I'm just going to take a sip of water.
Yep. We were at a party before. Let's stick to the party. Let's keep it consistent with the first game we tried.
Awesome. Party time.
Party time.
The party you dreaded was at your friend Rowan's house. Rowan was what most people would call a Nepo baby, who lived in a sprawling 2-story mansion with 5 living rooms and an extravagant pool. You knew your main friend group would be there, along with what felt like the rest of the entire school. Just thinking about crowds, the conversations, and the constant noise makes your stomach churn. So we have Rowan and the main friend group.
I would say let's stick to the main friend group.
Okay, awesome. You've been friends with them for years. There's Rowan, the loud one who somehow knows everyone and can start a conversation with a brick wall. There's Maya. I actually have a best friend, Maya, who spoke at the intro, the opening ceremonies.
Yes.
So it's interesting. I've actually met a Maya and a Maya, spelled the same way. There's Maya. I will use Maya in this case because it's what I know best. Who remembers every birthday and always carries snacks in her bag just in case. She's probably the most popular of the group, but for all the good reasons. She's pretty closed off about her own life despite being the center of most conversations. Irony. There's Ethan, who communicates almost entirely through bad jokes and memes, but somehow always knows when someone's having a rough day. He's a troublemaker, got suspended last year. He's also always in detention, is a professional, work smart, not hard when it comes to schoolwork. And then there's you. They've never made you feel unwelcome. They invite you to everything, save you a seat at lunch, and message you if you miss school. The problem isn't them. The problem is that every hangout feels like a performance. You rehearse jokes before saying them. You force yourself to make eye contact, laugh when everyone else laughs, and constantly check whether you're standing the right way. You wondered what would happen if they met the version of you that didn't have a script. Time to prepare for the party. So we either have the suspended highlighted or time to prepare for the party.
You make the call.
Okay, I'm curious about the suspension. Ethan got suspended because he brought a live chicken to school. To this day, nobody knows why. Okay, that's definitely a reason why to get suspended. The chicken was completely unharmed. The deputy principal, however, has never quite recovered. I like the chicken. The group called it Deborah, and I took a selfie with it. So
Respect.
there's Deborah. I guess it's time to prepare for the party. You stand in front of your bedroom mirror, staring at your reflection for longer than anyone probably should. Your black button-up hangs awkwardly on your shoulders. You smooth the wrinkles out anyway. Then you smooth them out again. And again, your phone buzzes on the bed. It's Rowan. Bro, where are you? Everyone's getting here. Another buzz. You hate the feeling of the buzz on your pocket. Maya, can't wait to see you. Ethan says he has something really funny planned, which means I'm worried. You type out a response. Delete it. Type another, but delete that too. You finally settle on leaving now. It takes you nearly 5 minutes to press send. You glance around the room one last time. Your headphones rest on your desk. Your favorite hoodie is folded neatly on your chair. Your chest binder sits underneath tomorrow's school uniform. You know none of those things will magically make tonight easy, but bringing the right one might make it survivable. You slip the chest binder on, negotiating to yourself that nobody has a no-brainer, considering half the school was going to be there. The last thing you need was to experience misgendering. So we can take our we could choose the word hoodie, or we have the options of taking our headphones, take your hoodie, take neither, or take them all.
It's a tough call. When I was in situations, when I try to think, okay, how do I survive the night? How do I survive the party? I try to educate. That's how I will say myself, educate myself to take an increasingly lower amount of safe objects and plan Bs, escapes, to try and make a further effort to fit in without having to think, okay, but what if, at least if something goes wrong, I have this plan B. So if this was me, I would probably not take both. I would probably not take neither, because I still need a salvage anchor, but also not take them both as an exercise to try and increase the level of spontaneity and just trying to be a bit myself without thinking about consequences. But that was my approach. I don't know what your approach would be here.
I'm the type of person who shows up to the party with a whole bag full of things. So I'm very much a take them all. I love
Go for it.
because I love breaking things and just being like, I brought a thing. Here, look at it. Okay, now it's going back in the bag. I tend to be that person. So I'm gonna hit take them all then, because you said to go ahead.
Go for it. Take them all.
You don't have to choose. You pull the oversized hoodie over your outfit and slip your headphones around your neck. You can always put them on later if things get too loud. The extra weight settles on you like a shield. Maybe people will ask your dress so casually. Maybe they'll think it's weird. You decide you'd rather answer a few awkward questions and spend the entire night wishing you brought them. You take one last look around your room before heading out the door. As your hand reaches the doorknob, you feel a little bit more prepared. I also, from like the experience of being like a trans masculine person, the hoodie is the like everyone I know who is trans has a hoodie, and like a specific hoodie that they go to that is like, this is the genderless hoodie, this is what works.
Right.
So that's why I was like, I need the hoodie. The drive to Rowan's house should only take 15 minutes, but it feels like an hour. The radio hums quietly in the background, but you can switch it off after the third song. It's easier to think in silence. I'm the opposite. I need music. Well, technically, actually that's true too. It's music if I don't want to think, which is most of the time. You rehearse the evening in your head. You plan to smile when you arrive and say hello, but don't stand too close and don't stand too far away. Remember to ask people questions. Remember to laugh when everyone else laughs. Don't look at your phone too much and make eye contact, but not too much eye contact. Your brain dizzied as you thought of the rules you made years ago. The rules helped you prepare for social situations, but also made everything complicated. Your phone buzzes in the cup holder. It's Rowan. Pull up faster. We're about to order pizza. You stare at the notification, but don't reply. You tell yourself you'll answer when you arrive, but you know you probably won't. The music is loud enough that you can hear it from outside, and you haven't even opened your car door yet. Your shoulders are already tense. Take a minute to sit in the car before going inside. Get out immediately before you can overthink it, or text Rowan that you arrived and ask him to meet you outside. You can choose this one, Fabio. No pressure.
I think, again, because I get out immediately before you can overthink it. This is just like a protection, a self-defense mechanism for me. But again, I'm curious to also for you to share your experience in this case. What would you do?
Personally, I'm the type to take a minute, spin in circles, not sit in the car, but it's just yeah. I would get out of the car, but I wouldn't go in right away. I'd probably text the person I arrived. I have something that I refer to lovely as like my vampirisms, where I'm like, you have to invite me inside very explicitly before I can go inside. So I would
Okay.
probably text Rowan that I've arrived, but not to meet me outside. So technically, like, none of these in a way, because I would make my own path, but that's my system. That's how I do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But step out. You need to get out immediately before you can overthink it. You don't give yourself time to hesitate before your thoughts could start lining up, before the what ifs and maybe I should just wait. You open the car door and step out. The sound of music hits you instantly. It was too loud with too many voices layered on top of each other. You shut the car door a little too hard. A couple people glance over, but they don't stare long. You start walking before your brain can catch up. Each step feels automatic, like if you stop, you might not start again. The front door is already open. Someone yells your name from inside. You force your shoulders to relax. It doesn't work. Step into the party.
Oops.
Rowan's already there as you step inside. Of course he is. He's leaning against the wall like he owns the place. He is talking to someone and laughing too loudly for the comfort of the music. The moment he sees you, his face lights up. Bro, you actually came. He pushes off the wall and walks over immediately, like he hasn't seen you in ages, even though it's only been a few days. Pizza's on the way. Maya's already stressing out about toppings, and Ethan tried to order like 5 weird flavors. He grins. You good? It's a simple question, but it catches you in the chest. You notice the rest of the friend group close by. Yeah, I'm good, just tired. It's a bit loud, but I'm okay. Just smile.
You make the call.
Honesty is the best policy. It's a bit loud, but I'm okay is the way I would go about this. Um, cause friend,
Yeah.
be honest with friend. You hesitate and then speak honestly. It's a bit loud, but I'm okay. Rowan tilts his head. Yeah, it's kind of chaos in here, he says. Like he agrees without making a big deal. Maya nods quickly. Want me to turn the music down a bit later? She doesn't wait for an answer before continuing the conversation, but the option stays in the air. That feels noticed. Not fixed, but none of this can be fixed, just noticed. Ethan chuckles from the couch. You picked the wrong house for peace and quiet, bro. It's a joke, but it doesn't feel like it's aimed at you. Follow Maya into the kitchen. The kitchen is warmer than the rest of the house. Too many people are gathered here, leaning against counters, sitting on benches, talking over each other. Maya's sorting pizza orders on her phone. Rowan is arguing with Ethan about pineapple. Someone you vaguely recognize waves at you. This is the part of night where conversations overlap and you're expected to jump in. Maya looks up and meets your eyes. Hey, what pizza do you want? It's a very simple question, but your brain hesitates a second too long. What if you say what pizza you want and nobody else wants it and you feel horrible because they have to buy a whole new pizza just for you? Ethan adds, don't say pineapple unless you just want to be judged. Rowan laughs. Whatever everyone else is having, just cheese or pepperoni is fine, or just shrug.
I mean, I wouldn't say pineapple because I'm Italian, but of course I'm biased.
I I've never had pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple as a flavor, but I don't know if I'd like it warm. I don't like warm pineapple, I like cold pineapple.
Good. Never have it. It's illegal.
Okay, I've been banned forever from having pineapple on pizza. I understand.
I would personally go for something like cheese or pepperoni. So that's where I would overthink. I would say if I say whenever what everyone else is having, would I would think, okay, is this a lame answer? Will they think I don't have enough of an opinion? So I would just say simple things that I know everybody is gonna kind of like, or at least are quite popular, and that I know I don't hate, and just go for that middle ground. But I mean,
The mind
I would have to
games.
think all of that. I would have to play that mind game.
Yeah.
You know, I
This is actually the easiest one for me because again, the sensitive, like my sensitivities with food and texture, just cheese or pepperoni is fine with me. I'm just like, give me the plainless,
yeah,
like, not even a dip.
exactly.
I'm like that. um, I'm I think this is going to be our last option though, just because we have played this game quite a bit.
Yep.
So I'll leave it to you. Are we doing whatever everyone else is having? Just cheese or pepperoni, or just shrug?
It's a democracy. I say cheese and pepperoni.
Okay,
You say what you want, and if we have a disagreement, we toss a coin here
cheese or
live.
pepperoni. Okay. You speak a little more carefully. Cheese or pepperoni is fine. Maya looks up. Cool, I'll just do a mixed order then. Rowan nods. Solid choice. Ethan leans forward. Respectable. No controversy. There's a short moment where it feels like the conversation pauses on you. Not in judgment, just acknowledgement. Then it moves on again. You're included but not spotlighted. It feels steady. Manageable. And then there's the continue button, but I think we're going to end here for this because this game is very, very cool. I appreciate the way it's written because this is I used to be very, very anxious. Um a very, very anxious person, especially about the way I was presenting before I was out about being neurodivergent and as a whole. Um so I used to think a lot like this and I'm like, wow, I remember thinking like this. It's a bit of a blast from the past for me. Um playing the part playing the role that you have to, figuring out how to accommodate yourself even slightly while going under the radar. Yeah, I get it. uh,
I'm interested in that to ask you because some choices we differed in approach in terms of you would overthink or vice versa, and I would instead do it instantly. Whereas for this final one, we flipped roles, right? You would say, okay, instant choice, choose a pepperoni, simple stuff. Whereas I would play the whole chess game in my head before I make a choice. So which are the kind of things that which are the kind of situations or like choices that made you lean towards overthink versus the ones that you were able to manage instinctively or semi-instinctively?
I think
Because
for
in my overthinking, I also try to categorize the type of decisions that I could instinctively make, or instead I had to overthink.
I think for me it's because of um just my personal experiences. Part of it is like the food thing. Um I I'm almost embarrassed about how little some foods I can eat. Um, like I can't have bell peppers. The texture of it freaks my brain out and it makes me want to cry whenever I have a bell pepper. And then everyone over is just like, "What you mean you don't like bell peppers?" And I'm like, "I want to like them. I do. I promise." um, but it's stuff like that where I've learned what works. So it's kind of like
Mm,
I already have the
yeah.
shortcut. Meanwhile, with other things, I don't technically have the shortcut for this specific thing. For example, I don't drive. So I've never had the opportunity to sit in a car and wait before going in somewhere because I just arrive by bus or I walk there so I have the time to relax in the way I usually do.
Mm,
Or someone's dropping me off so I don't get to sit there because that person has to get going. um so it's again that familiarity or not familiarity, I think for
mm.
me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Happy to I'm always happy to explain my weird thought processes because I think too much about how I think.
I'm not sure that's weird.
it it's funny how I get to point A to point B. And I have noticed recently that my thought process has changed slightly.
Right.
Where it definitely feels much more like a conversation happening rather than um just a spiral of a voice. It's just like, what about this? No, blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
That's so there's infinite ways to get from point A to point B, and it's interesting to how different people get there, straight or on
I,
a 90
I'm
degrees corner or with some curves and whirls.
I'm definitely the one that goes like this all over. So yeah. But that's somebody they'll understand. I know we didn't get to an ending, but I really hope that people watching get to check this out. It is on itch. It is free to play and it's really cool. I like the way it's written. Any final thoughts, Fabio?
I just like this game because the first three games that we tried, I felt like, okay, this is me. I've been fully exposed. This is amazing because I can recognize myself. This takes it one step forward because this is where I also learn stuff, because this speaks to you know, things that are not me
Mhm.
and that I don't know as much about. And so this is where I can actually learn somebody else's viewpoint through gaming. Of course, some of these things, the overthinking, are also relevant to me, and I recognize myself into them. But there are dimensions such as the autism or being a trans person that I cannot, that I do not know inside me. And so these games in my mind are great because they enable you to learn other viewpoints in a way that is otherwise not strong enough, because they make you be in that situation in someone else's brain. And I think that's why gaming is so powerful, because it's not just a way to relate, but it's also a way to learn.
Mhm. For
You
sure.
can't learn this stuff on a book. You just can't. You have to play this game to understand this specific situation.
Yeah. It's I feel like the closest thing you can get to a twine game like this in particular is the choose your own adventure books. And I
Yeah.
think those are really cool too because again, the player agency, you are making a choice and you are learning from that choice. Yeah. Well, thank you. Okay, next we got Siri Pals. And I know going from a dark screen to a white screen is just like bam. Uh um yeah, Siri Pals. It's a relatively short game from what I remember, or I don't think I was able to get very far in it personally. I struggled a bit, so you may have to help me a bit here, Fabio. Um,
I
okay.
think I did struggle with this one too, to be fair. So let's see.
I did notice that the options and credits buttons don't do anything, but I think it's really interesting that the start game is right here. I'm just trying to frame this in a good way between our little things because this doesn't have a full screen option. I think that works. Okay, start game. This is a human skull. It's also home to your very own Brainy. That's what it says underneath. A real anthropomorphized human brain. Will you help it achieve greatness, or will you lead it towards total mental collapse? I do appreciate how not cheeky but silly the intro is. So this is our brain. Hello, brain. So we have quite a few options here. Going to school, college, going to school, gaming, doom scrolling, and eating. So I'm going to start with eating because we should probably eat. Your brainy
Yeah.
can't seem to remember when their last meal was. I'm going to make an instant meal because sometimes that is just. Wait, it seems like we have a lot of energy. Maybe we should make a
Yeah.
proper meal, actually. But, phew, that was a bit of work for your brainy. Oh, it went
Oh,
away.
he ain't happy.
He's not very happy.
No.
Maybe we can game? Your brainy comes across a small indie title with eye-catching art and a very interesting premise. I'm guilty of deep diving immediately, so our two options are deep dive into it or add to wish list or backlog. Um, I'll let you choose, Fabio, because I know how my
Go
brain
for it.
works.
Go for it, because we already know that if it's in the backlog, we're never gonna play it. So if it's interesting enough, we gotta play it right there and then. So let's
Deep
play it.
dive. After playing through the
Ay
first
ay ay.
oh,
Oh,
the text goes away a bit too quick for me to read, but that's just how it is sometimes. But it seems like we have 100% here. I don't know what that means, but I think 60% energy. So perhaps we could go to school?
if Polyworld told me something, we're a bit confused.
Yes. And I see our energy's going down. To pass their grade, your brainy has to take part of a mandatory group project. Ugh. And get paired with some classmates they don't know very well and haven't seen much in this class. Take the
Great.
lead or put in the bare minimum. Your choice, Fabio.
Well, if they haven't been there enough, we might have to take the lead, as difficult as it is, and at the risk of being then pointed at as arrogant or know it all.
Right. And yeah, putting in the bare minimum, and if everyone else doesn't do anything, then you're all suffering for it.
Exactly.
Uh, Seemed rather disinterested, but we got a smiley face. That's good. Our brainy like that. Sometimes taking lead is important. I'm, I'm gonna eat an
Yeah, I think
instant
we need
meal.
some food.
Sometimes it's better to choose the easiest option. Our brain is still happy. So we got
We only
25%
went up
energy.
5%. Yeah,
Yeah.
we only went up 5. Doom
Do we
scrolling.
dare do some doom scrolling?
Hey, sometimes you gotta turn the brain off, right?
To rage bait or not to bait? While scrolling on its favorite niche subcultures forum, your brain comes across a controversial thread with other users constantly infighting about something minuscule. Engage in the argument or lurk. I'm good with lurking personally. What about you, Fabio? I'm not the type to engage usually.
Yeah, let's lurk. Let's put it like that.
Awesome. Also, hi, Radio Cat. Nice to see you.
Aloy.
Okay, we seem to have 5% energy left. We could try eating again.
Shall we go for a proper grandma cooked meal?
Oh, I don't
Well, I
think
think
I
we
can
can
eat.
because maybe we did it uh, you know, too short of a time ago, so we can't do that right now.
I don't think I have enough energy to do anything anymore.
That might be the case, yes. And the brainy isn't happy because we basically exhausted ourselves.
And on top of that, the last thing we did was read a Reddit thread that was really aggravating. uh,
Well, when it's not ancient Greece, sometimes that's how I put myself to sleep. I just lurk on Reddit, looking at controversial stuff until my brain gives up. So
I understand.
just like the game.
Yes, but I do like this. It's like the Tamagotchi. Um,
Yeah.
but I really like the idea of trying to balance engaging with things that use up energy and the addressing of like making food costs energy but then also gives you energy. I think that was really cool. Um yeah,
I
I
think
wonder what the other stat was, but I can't tell.
I don't know, maybe stress, but it's still or stamina, something like that. What I what I really like about this game is that a lot of people these days don't even understand that certain actions actually take a toll on your brain. You think doom scrolling is a good example. People just do it thinking, "Oh, I'm just relaxing." No, you're not relaxing. You're taxing your brain to infinity with the worst
Mhm.
possible thing you can do. I like how this game or a game like this could be like a teaching moment, a fun teaching moment that can tell you actually of all the things you can do, these do this to your brain. They take some energy, but they do something else to your body, for example. So there's a trade, mental energy versus body energy. Some instead are just full negative, just such as doom scrolling. Some are full positive. I think people need to learn a bit better how to use their brain. And an experience like this is the perfect way to bring that teaching into a way that is actually fun and not just reading a behavioral psychology book or something like that.
I am the type to read the behavior psychology book.
Me too, but
For
I mean, thinking about broadly,
yeah, I
I have
do.
read behavioral psychology books, but a lot of people, I think, would probably be better engaging with this.
I do think it's interesting to think about again food. I used to not eat as well. And I got the
Oh,
best piece of advice from someone. And that was because, well, if we imagine it the same scenario, imagine I have my little brain tamagotchi. I never let myself choose the microwave meal option. Um but instead, if it was too much energy to make a proper meal, My other option was to not eat. Um,
Oh,
so I think it was really important that there was the microwave meal option here. The best
yeah,
piece of advice I ever got was the best food that gets in you is the stuff that gets in you. Um,
yeah.
Specifically for that context, um, I find that a lot of people get on people for eating things like microwave meals, but it is a form of accommodation for yourself. So I like that little inclusion that still gives you energy. Yes, maybe not as much, but it still is an option, and it's an important one to make if you simply can't. You have to accommodate yourself because, especially like neurotypical and like sane, mentally healthy folk don't usually have to like push themselves to make food in such a way that is like it's just different for neurodivergent people. And comparing yourself to the people who are just able to make themselves meals is going to harm you more than do good for you. So yeah, that's my little tidbit. um I don't mind sharing that experience because I am a bit better about it. And I'm going to get even better about it because I don't punish myself for not being able to make full meals on some days that I really just can't.
But that's fair. I'm a bit of a foodie in terms of I spent a lot of time. I'm not a nutritionist or anything, but I spend time understanding fundamentals of nutrition and what happens when I throw down stuff in my stomach and the kind of stuff that I throw down. Again, not a nutritionist, no medical advice here. I just got to a level of understanding that allows me to understand, also because of tummy problems that I tend to have, what works best for me and why. And what I have learned in respect to what you say is that yes, sometimes I'm exhausted and can't I can't be bothered. That's the reality. Making a full meal, but I think it was my duty, and I think it's everyone's duty, and I think it's also a school's duty to teach what the basics of nutrition, because good food can also mean microwave food. Stuff you buy at the supermarket, yes, it might not be the most nutritionally good, but there is good stuff. There is good stuff that you can make fast, even that you get from the shelf or that you can assemble very quickly. It can be a salad, it can be something that you can do literally in 5 minutes. I think it's important and it's everyone's duty, but also the duty of the society to increase the level of awareness about this stuff, because it's incredible how important it is and how much your mental health and physical health depend on what you put inside your mouth. It's absolutely crazy when you think about it.
For
So I
sure.
completely agree with what you said, and I raise it to the point that we should do something as a society to teach people how to take better care of themselves.
Yeah. And not to punish people who maybe aren't able to take care of themselves in the way that others deem acceptable, because I find there's a lot of shaming there. That's what we currently have,
Yeah.
especially with things like food. Um, it sucks and it needs to get better. And I like that's a little thing from this game that I really appreciate, that there was the option to do that, and it did technically give you energy back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Cerebrals was really fun. I love the pun. The the pun on cerebral.
Yes.
I also have my phone that's an Apple phone reacting to me saying this, so because of the word Siri and Siri sounding the
Oh,
same. But of course, it
if
doesn't
someone's
activate when I
here,
actually say Siri.
checks
Alrighty,
out.
now we're moving to um, how do I pronounce this? Borscha. Bor. It's like B orchestra or I can't orchestra. There words. Part of the audio processing thing I have is that I don't know how to sound out words. And it took me a while to remember how to pronounce orchestra there. So it's orchestra.
Give me some beat, Ned.
Oh,
Give me some good beat right there.
I'm not very good at making beats. The last time I made music was for a game I made in 2020 with a friend.
That's
So
why we have orchestra. It gives you an accessible way to make amazing music.
true. So what's your favorite song? Hmm. Right now, I've been listening to Cicada Days a few times.
Cicada Days.
By Will Wood. Um, do you have a favorite color, Fabio?
Blue.
Blue. And I
What?
personally have a favorite animal. It's a hedgehog. But do you have one?
No, I think it's fine. It's cute.
I love hedgehogs. I used to have one a long time ago.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, her name was Pepper. Very, very sweet little hedgehog. Bit my nose once. Will Wood,
I mean,
yes. I see someone else is a fan of Will Wood. Um, I'm pointing over here, but technically on Twitch the chat's over here, but currently the chat is over here on my screen. So I did it right, but I thought I did it wrong. Yeah, I love Will Wood. I've seen him live before, and I'm going to be seeing him live again. Okay, so interesting.
bring the beat.
This one doesn't know if you can hear it, the cyan one. This one likes groups of 5. This one likes games, me too. And green's actually my favorite color. This one is a gardener. This one plays sports all year. This one keeps things. Okay, so perhaps we can... I'm going to turn the volume down just slightly. I do appreciate all the labels. Master volume level, that sort of thing. Interesting.
Get them tracks mixed. After all, you were DJing. You're DJing this whole thing. You might as well DJ for real too, whilst you're at it.
That's true. Let's put them all on. Interesting. I'm just curious if any order changes anything. That's why I'm moving everything around. I told you I'm not much of a musician.
It sounds like because there are some sounds that are quite silly. It sounds like a Super NES funny platform tune. I quite like it.
Yeah. And like it takes a lot to sorry, to make a rhythm game of any sort, especially like a music development game like this. Like the technical skill that has to go into making this, I'm fascinated by. And also, this person, Nerd, participated last year, so it's lovely to see returning people.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Making music is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And tools like this that allow you to make music even without the barrier that is composing, knowing notes and stuff like that, or being able to play an instrument. It's so powerful, I find, because it's a liberating art, making music. And you don't need to be a musician to make it. Also thanks to tools like this.
For sure. And the setup of it reminds me of Beatbox. That's an online beat maker. It's BEEP, box, BOX. And that's what this reminds me of. So like I immediately understood the layout a bit more. Yeah, I love it. This is, and I appreciate that each brain has like a little descriptor. Like the pink one likes groups of 5. Um, I made a group of 6 by doing this, but sorry, pink brain. But I appreciate that they have a little bit of personality, each one of them, and they're described um in different ways. Like this one likes group of fives, this one likes games, that's an interest. Um this one has an occupation as a gardener. This one plays sports all year, not necessarily an occupation. I just appreciate how they're differently described from one another. Um
Yes.
yeah, and I think it's really a really cool little one. Yeah. And
And then you find that you like it, and the next thing you know, you go buy a controller, like a controller keyboard, and then you're in the loop.
you mean like
Well, that's probably a synth, but so you already are in the loop, right? You already have a synth. There you go.
Yeah. I use this actually for I stream on my own, and I actually use this for additional buttons. So, but someday I'll use it for its intended purpose, I'm sure. I just so happened to have it when I started streaming, so. And I think I actually bought it off of a fellow game designer back in the day. But yeah, a little bit more about me. Sorry. uh, any final thoughts on this game, Fabio? I'm gonna put them back
No,
on the
again,
table because
I
that feels polite.
no, I just love it. I love everything around music and making music. So this is a very clever take on it.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Well, thank you very much, nerd. That was fun. Now we're at the autism game, which I think is about autism. I don't know. That's a little. I'm joking there. It is about autism. Um, and this is another Twine game, I believe. This or made
Yeah.
with Twine, which I really appreciate the amount of care that went into it because I know what it's like to work in Twine sometimes, and once you know Twine, it can be pretty easy, but still, it's learning Twine is what you have to do. So I'm going to start reading then. I came into the world in the usual way like everyone else, but some things on how I experience the world may seem different to some. People react to me like I am an other instead of a member of the human race, such as they are sometimes. But that's okay, at least I have hobbies and interests to keep me company. I sometimes socialize. Socializing can be hard for me at times, is like a difficult, always changing dance, and I have 2 left feet. Click for eye contact. And I had to click it multiple times there.
Yeah.
Simple things like eye contact and knowing social cues can be tricky for me. But for the most part, I get through it, although sometimes people think I'm weird or off-putting. Sometimes I mimic social behaviors of other people around me so I don't freak other people out. Sad and mad. Sometimes masking can be very tiring, but my other quirks relax me. For the longest time, I've had these weird little quirks like picking at my skin, messing with my hair, etc. But I learned recently it's called stimming, and it's a thing autistic people do. And like many others, autistic people, I have special interests. That I do tend to pick at my skin too. I'm trying to get out of the habit, but
Okay.
it's hard. There are like stims that are seen as more positive, stims are seen as more negative. There's stims that can be destructive to the person. That's typically what is portrayed, such as like people hitting their hands against things or rocking back and forth and hitting their head, that sort of thing. That are like those are technically stims or ticks, but those are usually seen as negative when that's sometimes the only way someone can express themselves. Just sharing. Like many autistic people, I have special interests that I engage with a lot on my daily basis. My interests include video games, computer, and anime. For the most part, I'm a normal person that is a little neurodivergent, and that's okay. I have a family and loved ones that care for me and things like that. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So I'm going to click on video games. as long as I can remember, I love video games. When I was little, I used to go to the arcade with my dad all the time and play stuff like Pac-Man and Gauntlet. I also remember playing Ski Free and other games on Windows 95 computers at my grandmother's house. Video games have been a special interest of mine forever, and still the best form of entertainment in my eyes. I'm a bit biased, but I agree on that one.
Yeah.
Computers. I got into computers when I would play around on a Windows 95 machine at my grandmother's house. I remember playing random PC games I would buy at the store. I got more interested into computers when I would play around with HTML and CSS. I got into programming after I finished high school. Computers have always been a special interest of mine ever since. And anime. Anime is another special interest of mine. It started when I used to watch Toonami on that Cartoon Network. Ever since I was little, I would go home to watch Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon every day after school. Anime is still enjoyable to this very day. And then I'm going to hit thank you. This interactive thing was made with Twine Game Jam. Thank you for reading. I appreciate this because it really just was a small dive into how this person views their life right now and their interests. It was just someone sharing their story. And I got to play through this the whole time. That's why, unfortunately, Fabio, I didn't really ask, because I was like, I know this is a very linear story. But the amount of programming this person did into this, I think, is fascinating. Because again, I know what it's like to use Twine. The fact that this person knows HTML and CSS, I applaud them. um, but yeah, Twine, I'm a little afraid of it, if I'm honest. Yeah,
I think it's again, it's a great way to learn about people and their experience. You know, it doesn't have to be a game. It can be like a little interactive story like this one. It's beautiful. I think that there's one aspect that I think it's more important than, at least I reconsidered when seeing this experience, which is anime. Speak to any person from almost any country, you will be able to bond over anime. You know, I bonded I don't know how many times, and it helped me get to know people so many times, even when I struggle. I mean, I'm still very shy, especially when I have to break the ice. But anime opened a lot of doors because we watched the same animes. If we are about the same age, I watched Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon dubbed in Italian, and I've bonded over Sailor Moon over, I think it's called the Rose of Versailles in Japanese. Well, translated to English. You know, even stuff like Power Rangers, which is not an anime, but still,
hmm
or Captain Tsubasa. There's a subculture right there that bonds people very strongly because these are the stuff that we grew up with, and it's just a great way to bond. And I've used it many times to go beyond, to try and overcome my fear of being social and my anxieties of in social environments. So I totally also relate to the developer of this game in his passions, but I also want to stress how this passion can become one way to overcome, you know, all the anxiety that can live in one's brain.
for sure. And
Because
like, oh,
often the other people that also feel the same are gonna be super excited to hear that, oh my God, you've also seen the Rose of Versailles, you've also grown up with that. There's no way. And then the ice is broken, and then it becomes a joyful conversation.
for sure. I've been into rather niche like things. So discovering someone else who knows said thing, I'm just like, okay, we are talking for the next 20 minutes. Are you prepared? Um, but like that's even like stuff like conventions, that sort of thing. Interests really bring people together. For me, like I'm personally trying to get people to get into the things I'm into because something new and exciting is coming out. For those who know Madoka Magica, the series, um, there's the new movie coming out later this year, which we haven't had an update on that in over 10 years. And that's an anime, so usually it's back to back, right? We didn't even know it was coming out until like last
Yeah.
year. They just went, oh, by the way, this is happening. Okay. And now everyone's like, I'm back. I'm here for this. But it definitely does bring people together, and like being able to talk about special interests. I find it very interesting that like I find that when I talk to someone about their special interests and we end up communicating, Um, we both end up being neurodivergent because by the time that we have gotten that deep into talking about something, it's very like, oh, we're not neurotypical, because we have so much information on this. This is both our special interests, and it's like, I know what you are, I see you, that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, it definitely does help you break out. Um, yeah.
Cool.
Alrighty. Unless you have any final thoughts, I think I will move on to the next one.
Let's go to the next one.
Margaret
Ah,
Spoons. I appreciated this one. I got to play
yeah.
um a bit of this earlier, and we're gonna play a bit of it now. Help Margaret get through the week and meet up with her crush, Ivan. Margaret Spoons is a short otome that deals with spoon theory. You are God. Nice one. And Margaret needs your help to manage her time. She has plenty of boring adult responsibilities, but not a lot of motivation to do them. Her school friend Ivan is back in town, and she really like to meet him. Who's who? Margaret. Margaret lives alone in a studio apartment. She works in an office doing what can only be described as an email job. Nina is Margaret's friend and workmate. She never shies away from saying what's on her mind. Ivan. Ivan used to be close with Margaret back in high school. He moved back to town recently, but has been hard to pin down. And Nigel's Margaret's boss. The consensus of the office is that he was promoted beyond his competence level. Margaret's mom means well, probably. Although Margaret's parents are still together, they have a relationship no one aspires to. And Patty. Patty's the owner of Passionate Pat Tea, the local bubble tea shop. She serves passionate, but not necessarily about tea. And cats. There are cats. Okay. This project was originally intended for the Nokia 3310 Jam.
Mhm.
3310 Jam 7. Um, and uses some of the resources. It respects the two color 84 by 48 pixel design restrictions. However, since it wasn't submitted to the Game Jam, changes were made to make it more playable, including adding mouse control and game menus that do not respect the 84 by 48 pixel resolution. And then there's spoilers down here, which I won't click on. And yes, there's cats. And yeah, 1-bit art. Um, I will admit, playing this game was really hard for me at some points because of the font. But
Yeah.
seeing it under such like restrictive means is fascinating. I love it when games restrict themselves to a specific medium, or a specific type of thing. In general, like, I think that's really cool. Like, I like Twine games because again, you're telling this story and you're trying to figure out how to make it in a an engine that is mostly about text and how do you portray stuff. Right. So I'm gonna hit run game, and this one can be full screen. And it's loading. And it's got some music to it. I'm just turning it down a little bit. I There we go. That should be it. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Ah, there you are. I realized that maybe I should not have this full screen so that people can read the text easily. There we go. I accidentally hit full screen, so
Mhm.
you're here to help me find love, right? I haven't had much luck so far, but there's someone I like. His name is Ivan. We were good friends in high school. He moved away after that, but he recently came back. Honestly, I can use all the help I can get. Wait, what are these? Those words. Are they presents for me? What do you mean, spoons? Well, I trust you, God. I'm so glad you're here. Monday, day 1. Good morning. I should freshen up a bit. What did you just say? It'll cost me? You say some strange things, God. I'll take a shower to start today. It's Alien Autopsy, a documentary? Ah, much better. Hey, I lost a spoon. Oh, I don't know
That's
if
cats
you
and dogs.
yeah, that's, we have some family visiting, including some dogs. So you may, from now on, hear some dogs, in the background. That just means some family is here, which is lovely. What are these for, anyway? What happens if I run out? You're awfully quiet. We're a silent protagonist here. Well, I guess it's time for work. I need to keep paying my rent, or I'll have to move in with my parents. A worse
Oh
fate
dear.
than a worse fate I cannot imagine. Should I go to the office today? You could choose, Fabio.
I guess we should go to work.
Let's go to work. It pays the bills.
Yeah, exactly.
Heading to work. I do appreciate the art style. Christina got
Yeah.
promoted to manager. Heading home. Starting to feel hungry. Should I have dinner?
Well, based on what we discussed before, the answer should be yes.
Yeah. I'll throw something together. I hope cereal counts as dinner. Looks
Well,
like I
yeah.
have a little time to myself. It does. Food is food. I'm not one that eats certain foods for breakfast, lunch, or dinner in particular. Like breakfast can be what is considered a dinner food to me. Looks like I have a little time to myself. Do you think I should message Ivan? We're down to our last spoon.
I don't I'll leave this very high responsibility choice to you, Ned. That's a big call. That's a big call to make.
I guess I'll say yes, because like we're already at our night. We ate our food. We did our work. It's just this in bed. Shoot your shot. Yeah. Thank you, Radio Cat. I'll send them a pic of my dinner.
Shoot your shot, yeah.
I can't tell if it looks good.
Oh, mom.
Oh, it's my mom calling. I don't feel like chatting tonight. I guess because I'm out of spoons.
Yeah, we're out of spoons.
I'll talk to her some other time.
Denied.
Hopefully she won't get mad. I'm starting to get tired now. It must be about time to go to bed. My spoons are gone. Is that bad? What was their purpose exactly?
See, isn't it interesting how we're back to how many spoons to spend on ourselves versus how many spoons to spend on someone else? The theme
Yes.
comes back.
With the earlier one by Londalon. Yes. I didn't sleep very well. Did I try to do too much yesterday? At least my
Oh,
spoons got refilled. Oh, he texted back. Oh, Ivan replied to my message. He said, looks delicious. I know something else that looks delicious. Haha.
whoa.
I don't think I can reply with that. I'm glad he messaged me back anyways. It was a nice start to the day. Should I go take a shower?
Uh, I mean, normally I would say yes, but then we're a spoon down. So
We did shower yesterday. That was the first
yeah,
thing that she did.
we haven't gone to the gym, so maybe we can spray some
Some deodorant.
a lot of perfume
Yeah.
and hope for the best.
So I'm gonna hit no. I can go a day without showering. Should I go to the office today?
Well, I get to admit I got fired when I played, so I'm tempted to say
Oh,
yes.
okay. Capitalism never sleeps.
Yay!
Uh, Nina stole Joe's favorite stapler. Oh my gosh, some
Uh,
drama. Hi, Margaret. That's Nina. Sorry to interrupt you at work. Hey, Nina. I love being interrupted at work. We have so much gossip to catch up on. Do you want to have lunch together? It would be nice to hang out.
with it though, your call.
Just because I did
I'm
it
not that
last time, I'm gonna hit yes.
okay.
Oh, let's go to the cat cafe, and that's why I chose it. I want to see the cats.
Okay, that's better. That's okay. Then I'm with you. If we go to the cat cafe, then yeah, sure.
Great idea. Heading to Paw Paw Cafe. I got us a table. Look at these adorable cats.
Yeah.
It was worth it, right? I love it.
Yes. Even if we have to listen through all the gossip that Nina has to offer,
They're
at
so
least we can pet some kitties. So
yeah.
that's good.
I wish I could have a cat. I see that people really love the cat. Yes, Rin. Cat.
Cat, 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 cat.
It's me, guys. Oh, hell yeah. Heck yeah. Because you are a cat. I get it. Radio cat. I get it. But my landlord won't allow it. There's a no pet policy. Don't worry, Megs. When we're old, we can live together. We can have a million cats. We'll adopt all the old sad ones. And then
What?
open our own cat cafe. I would love that. What would we call it? Let me think. Animal Sanctuary for Seniors. Or ASS for short. You're such a genius, Nina. Everyone will want to visit our ass. I know! They'll come from far and wide. Speaking of cute things, isn't your friend Ivan back in town? He is. Have you seen him yet? Not yet. We're both really busy. And I haven't seen him in years. It might be too weird. Come on. Weren't you slightly in love with him? That's why it would be weird, Nina. Sounds like you're avoiding him. Or does your landlord have a no boys policy? No, but I seem to. But yours is involuntary. Thanks. Ha, cheer up, Margaret. We're surrounded by cats. Yay, another cat!
Cats, 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 cats.
Seriously, though, you should stop psyching yourself out. Grow some balls, figuratively. You never know
Damn.
what'll happen. Heading to work. Rach 1 Employee of the Month. Heading home. I had enough of being roasted by Nina. Maybe she had a point, though. I guess I have been avoiding Ivan. It's just, every time I contact him, I feel like I'm bothering him. I'm not sure if that's all in my head. It feels safer to not find out. I don't want to be disappointed, but maybe it's worth the risk. I'll call him later. First, I should probably eat. My stomach just made a noise. Should I have dinner?
Then we'll have to choose between Ivan and Mom, but I guess
Yes,
gotta take care of ourselves.
dinner. I'll make something basic. I hope serious counts as dinner. Alright, God, time to call Ivan. Pray for me. Oh, we didn't get a choice. Can I say that to you? Hello? Hi, Ivan, it's Margaret. Margaret, it's so nice to hear from you. How have you been? Good, good. I was just wondering, do you want to hang out tomorrow? Ah, but only if you have the time. Don't worry if not. It's totally fine if you're busy. Margaret. Yeah? I'd love to see you. Great, what would you like to do? Well, you know me. You want to get food? Always. You haven't changed at all. What can I say? Eating is my main hobby. Should we get dinner then? There's a good Mexican place near me. Or we can get Korean barbecue. Actually, there's a new Japanese restaurant. I've been meaning to try it. They all sound good to me. You want to hit 3 restaurants? That's hardcore, Margaret. No, I mean any one of those options. Just one restaurant, please. Or I'll explode. Okay, I'll pick one tomorrow. It'll be a surprise. Can't wait. Oh, and Margaret, thanks for calling me. I've been meaning to call you myself. I've just been so busy. It's okay. We managed eventually. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow then. See you. I think that went well. What do you think, God? I'm meeting Ivan tomorrow. I'm so excited. Oh man. I just hope I can sleep tonight.
Ay, ay, ay. Mom's calling
It's
though.
my mom again. She's quite persistent. I've run out of energy though. She'll just have to wait. Sorry, Mom. I do
I
like...
think that both.
Go ahead.
No, no, please go ahead.
I was gonna say I do like the cost. like it definitely does feel like
Yeah.
you have to balance and choose. Yeah. So you were gonna say?
I think that both for time and spoiler-rich reasons, we can probably move to the next title.
For sure. Yeah. But I definitely recommend checking out Margaret Spoon
Yeah.
sometime, guys.
And I need to check it out also again myself because the my outcomes I've been a bit, yeah, haven't made the best choices a human can make. So I got fired and a bunch of other things. So I definitely want to play it myself because I it's super, like the dialogues are super funny. You know, there's some serious work that went into all these dialogues and the narrative of the game.
Hmm.
It's really, 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 really cool.
It's written very humanly. Like it does feel like
Yeah,
you're actually listening on human conversation, which can be hard to do. As someone who's written dialogue before, it can be hard.
it
Yeah,
is. It is super hard.
for sure. Alrighty. The next one is called It's Literally Always Like This. They have a little content
Yeah.
warning here. They say the game will berate you for playing suboptimally. So if you have self-esteem issues, be careful or maybe pass on this one. Very sorry if this hurts you. My brain is literally always like this. And it was submitted at 1 a.m., which is the spirit of the game at least. It's playable. If I get time, I want to add more nuance uh to how more right choices still feel bad. So this likely will be the most optimistic version of the game. So I'm glad we get to see that. Oh, I'm gonna maybe keep it on smaller screen and zoom in then, because it didn't
Yeah.
look like it was going to um like it had a black background and black text on black background doesn't quite work. So I'm gonna hit
It's
start.
also very overwhelming. So maybe
Yes,
having it in a smaller screen is fine.
we're being texted. Why aren't you sleeping? Okay, make some pixel art. Sure, interesting. Grab something. Moderate. Sketch something. Interesting. So the red I didn't do as very much good on. Like it's a time based thing. You can even see what you did throughout the day. Procrastination. So all the red bits of me not doing anything is procrastination. And I spent like an hour procrastinating there. Okay.
And
Make
even just the
some
time you
paper.
spend thinking about your choice then
Yes.
turns into procrastination because it's just the nature of things. You say, what do I do
And
now?
we have
I
all
could do
these
this, I could
coming
do that.
in.
Yeah, and all the questions that in the meantime, come to your head either because your brain asked them or somebody else outside in the real world asked them. It's actually fairly realistic, a very realistic representation of how life is these days.
Yeah. And I do find a lot of my procrastination hours, or they have a different one here, useless, where I chose something that wasn't productive.
Yeah.
Um I like I forget what happens in these very often. To the point where I lose hours very very frequently, honestly. Um but the idea of like what's helpful for the person is also interesting, but they choose to be a good choice or a bad choice in this scenario um is different. Um and it's very telling on the person's psyche in general, where there's no such thing as relaxation. It's procrastination or uselessness. Or food,
Yes.
writing down a game design idea, or like doing a hobby or doing a job. There's no such thing as you outside of productiveness in this game.
Yeah.
I could try one more day. Okay. Attend a meeting. And also like looking at the make something elaborate. Go for a walk.
That is go for a walk, yeah. Like 2, 3 half-ass push-up.
I could do one. So I'm curious what I think it was this one here. Hobby. Food. We did a bit of job.
And go for a walk was also the green.
Yes, that's what I was curious about. But it labeled it as hobby. It's not even wellness, which I think is interesting. So there's a lot of subtleties to how this game talks to you that tells you the story. Like the options of what type of thing that you did definitely tells you a lot. Um the fact that there's no wellness, really. Food is the closest thing. And I believe the 3 half-ass push-ups were labeled as useless.
Yes, yes, indeed.
And yeah, it is exhausting, especially when you have all these notifications coming in of like, hey, you're not being productive. Hey, you're not doing good. You're doing bad. You're doing bad. You're doing bad. You're doing bad, you know? And the fact that the game would be more pessimistic otherwise, and we're playing the happiest version, I get it. Sometimes it is like this, especially when you're living in the like this idea that you have to be productive all the time because that's what you've been taught growing up. Especially for neurodivergent people who don't get told that your brain works a little bit different. So the advice that you're getting isn't actually applicable all the time. I had that
Yeah.
pitfall. Yeah. Any final thoughts on this one, Fabio?
Oh, I very much agree with what you just said.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate that reality is like this sometimes, but for neurotypical and neurodivergent people alike, but that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And thank you, Time Zombie. Oh my gosh. Yay. Now we are at Sundrop. Sunny days fall from the sky like raindrops. This game was not only submitted to the Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam, but also the Queer Wrongs Jam. I found this really, really interesting. Um, Especially like the idea of like, I'm gonna read the more information here for you guys.
Mhm.
Um, I submitted this to the Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam. That's us. Because the main character of the game, Parsley, he's actually a lot similar to me in a few ways in how he acts. Well, except for a few bad things he does. He's a picky eater, doesn't understand situations or others well, and he's very awkward. I made him this way because I want a main character I could somewhat relate to. I would also love to see what people interpret my characters as and what struggles they go through because I really want people to see my intentions with this game despite all of its flaws. Also, keep in mind that this game is mainly about internalized homophobia and transphobia. The characters aren't the nicest to themselves or others because of this. For these reasons, I also submitted to the Queers Wrongs Jams 2026. The game is also missing a route, maybe a bit unsatisfying to play. That's okay. That's okay. So, we'll just play a little bit. We'll do the intro here today.
Yeah.
But I do also appreciate this little warning they have here: blood, violence, mention of sexual assault, self-harm, and suicide. Yeah. I'm going to hit begin. And this was made with RenP, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, powered by RenP. This game contains scenarios of vulgar monsters. The scenarios contain scenes of dramatized behavior that could be offensive to people viewing this work. A lot of care went into making sure that people knew what this game was about before heading in, which I think is really nice. Please read the following warning. This game is entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real people, places, or things are entirely coincidental. All my characters involved in harmful acts are 18 years of age or older in the story. The harmful actions or language used in some of these scenes of the game do not contain by the creator of this work. Some scenes may intrude triggering content for some people. Please play through the game at your own discretion. If you need to take a break from playing or stop entirely, please do so. Please be kind to your mind and stay safe out there. A lovely, lovely message.
Yeah.
Now, for the sake of time, we will be playing just a little bit of this, but I am very excited to delve even deeper on my own time and
Yeah,
see this game because, like it's literally always like this. I think it's important that we don't always talk about, like, a lot of these games actually fall into this category. We can't just talk about neurodivergent joy. We also have to talk about issues that neurodivergent people face as a whole.
of
Um,
course.
so I appreciate games that do that. I think it's so important. Because if we ignore it and pretend we are just joyous, we are silencing a very important part of ourselves. Yeah. So, monsters are disgusting. Monsters are cruel. Monsters are a threat to humanity. They should all die. Someone has to kill them. Someone needs to put them in their place. And that person is me. It's a crisp autumn day. The air is chilly and my scarf blows in the wind. I slowly walk to school, avoiding the puddles from yesterday's downpour. I gotta say, I love the text box. I'm someone who struggles to make a good text box, so I do appreciate it. And also, you can't really see it, but there's a little icon to indicate that you're at the end of text, and that's customized. The leaves crunch underneath my shoes, only the ones that aren't soggy anyway. It's a nice fall day. Well, sort of. The rain kind of dampened it a little. It matches my mood quite well. I'm a little saddened over the fact that it's my senior year and my time in school is coming to an end. But that's just how it is. That's why I'm going to try and make it a great year. Besides, I have friends who are going to be there every step of the way. I thought I was going to be late for school today, but it turns out I'm actually here on time. The school building comes into view, and as I walk closer and closer, I attend a private school in the middle of my hometown, Sunnyday Private Academy, or SPA for short. It's a very preppy high school, and some of the students here are kind of assholes. But I like it nonetheless. I have a close group of friends, and they're the only people I really hang out with. The school was built on the top of the hill, Sunny Hill as they call it. It could be a hard walk in the morning going up, especially for someone like me who has asthma. On top of the hill this morning, one of my friends were waiting for me. Call out to him as I get near. Tommy! Oh, hey, Parsley. Every time someone says my name out loud, I feel a little embarrassed. I still have no idea why my parents named me Parsley. Anyways, this is my friend Tommy. Good morning to you, kind sir. Good morning to you as well, but drop the kind sir part next time. Why? I think it's classy. Well, I think it's stupid. Hehe, if you say so. His hair covers his eyes, which makes people think that he's an emo freak, but he's a pretty average and chill guy. Funny enough, I don't think I've actually ever seen his eyes. I often wonder what color they are from time to time. So, you're excited for senior night today? It's going to be for the 4 of us in a group. Yeah, honestly a little sad about it. Can't believe everything is ending soon. Yeah, I see what you mean. It'll be fun though. We had so many memories here at this academy, and it's not like we're all gonna stop being friends. Well, I can't speak for others, but you always have me by your side. I just don't want the fun times to end is all. Come on, it's early in the year still. We haven't even had prom yet. True, I just get emotional easily. In fact, I think I'm gonna cry right now. I love the little sound effect there. Wow. Dude, shut up, you're such a weirdo. This is the type of shenanigans my friends and I get up together. We're goofballs at heart. I remember our first day here like it was yesterday. It was just us two at first. Yeah, we shared all our classes for an entire first semester of our freshman year. That's how we became friends. And you met Cohen in the library, and I met during PE. From there, everything else was history. That's how our friend group was formed. But now it's the end, huh? I'd say it's the beginning of the end. That seems more fitting. True. We should head inside the building. I'm getting a little chilly standing out here. Unless you let me borrow that scarf of yours. No, let's just go inside. Ah. The two of us head inside the school building. Time to start the day. I walk down the school hallway, Tommy by my side. Hey, I'll catch up to you a bit. I have to pee. Not surprised you're always in that damn bathroom. I drink a lot of water and other drinks. I'm always hydrated at least. That reminds me. Drink water. Please drink water. Or drink a drink. Take care of yourself. Yeah, let's just go. BRB. Tommy walks away in the direction of the men's bathroom. Guess I'm walking down the crowded hallway alone now. My first class of the day is Algebra 2. It'll be my final math credit. Don't miss that. I need to grab my belongings from my locker first, otherwise I'll be lost in class. A lot of, like, background art, which, like, a lot of games tend to avoid doing background art. Like Renpy, I am speaking from experience. I don't like doing backgrounds. But I do appreciate the amount of changing, and the sound effects too are really, really, like, chosen well. I reached my locker. As I twist and turn the knob to open up, someone grabs my shoulders from behind. Eh? Who's that? Their hands are so warm. Uncomfortably warm. I get nervous and tense up, but then I realize I know exactly who it is. Louie. Hey there. Turn around. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, man. Nice to see you. Why did you grab my shoulders like that? I thought I'd scare you. It didn't seem like you were too spooked, though. It gave me a little bit of anxiety, but I felt fine after I realized it was you. Man, how'd you know? Your hands, they're warm, like a heating pad. That's how you knew? I know the way those healing pads of yours feel. Weird way to put it, but okay.
Yeah.
This is Ue, the most energetic of the group. He's probably friends with everyone at school, but still chooses to hang out with this small group the most. He's always out and about, never a stay-at-home type of guy. He just can't stay in bed and relax for even a second. The group is basically glued together by Ue. Without him, we'd probably all run out of things to do in just a week. I don't know much else to say about him other than he's a great guy. Standing next to him makes me feel super short, though. As someone who is 5'3", I get it. Anyways, where's Tom? Taking a piss as usual. Sigh, of course he is. He's always drinking fluids throughout the day. Yeah, he stops by the bathroom at least 10 times a day. Just the school day. Well, that's Tom for you. Hey, after school, meet him at the park nearby. All of us are hanging out. Huh? Last minute plans again? I'm someone who can't do last minute plans. I know. It's to prep for senior night. What does that mean? Shh, you'll see. Well, isn't that scary? Nothing to be scared of. I just want to surprise you guys. Then I'll look forward to it. Better knock my socks off. It will, trust me. Anyways, can you go to the library and give this to Cohen? He should be there right about now. Why is he sending me to do his chores? Even though I don't really want to interfere with being late to class, I accept. Sure, what is it? Hold on, let me get it. Ue reaches into his backpack and pulled out some sort of object. It was a book. Since when does Mr. Tamaki over here read books? Hey, don't call me by my last name. I hate that. And I was just reading it because I wanted to understand the hype. Cohen was really excited about this book. Really? You went out of your way to read something to understand Cohen better? Yes, sir. What's with everyone calling me sir today? Anyways, I can't believe Ue did that for the better grasp of Cohen's interests. Something a really good friend would do, huh? Well, you better hurry along. You'll be late to class otherwise. Yeah, I'll go to the library really quick before class. I'll see you during lunch. See you, man.
Bye.
Oh, he walked away. I think this is a good place to call it. I know it's very early in the game, but from what I could tell, this is a very long game.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited to get to see more of this in my own time. But I do appreciate the way it's written as well. And again, the background art. I know it's a lot of work to make art for games, so I do appreciate in general that formatting. And also the last minute plan thing, I'm very much, if you tell me the day before something, I'm good, but if you tell me day of, I'm like, I already planned out my day in my head. Don't do that. No, I can't. Yeah. I don't know about you.
I live in a country where people, which is Denmark, where people plan their their activities weeks in advance. You have
Right.
to book them 2 or 3 weekends ahead. So whereas I come from a culture where hey, we should do it in 3 hours. So I now sit somewhat in the middle, but I also don't compute very well with you ask me today to do something because I tend to plan my day and going off that charted path,
It
sometimes
can
it's a bit
be very, very,
unsettling.
yeah. I was actually about to say that exact word, unsettling.
Yeah.
Very unsettling. Alrighty. Wow, yeah. Thank you for submitting Sundrop. I'm so excited to see more of it.
Yeah, same. I need to put some proper time in to play top to bottom.
Yes, this is definitely a longer game, and I'm excited to see such a long game in our game jam.
Yep.
Okay, we got Get Up, the executive dysfunction simulator next. Sometimes the executive dysfunction grips the mind. Decision paralysis, undesirable tasks, dopamine deficiency. No matter the cause, the body refuses to act while the brain screams, "Get up! Get up! Get up!" Click the button to try. Earn coins for your effort. Spend coins to unlock upgrades. Get up. And I know this is by Rinsdal, who has been in the chat quite a bit. So, hi. I actually played through this game from start to finish before, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm excited to show it here. Um, you may hear some clicking noises on my end because it's a cookie clicker type game.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna hit full screen on this just to
These
see.
days they are quite on fashion, by the way. It's been like a resurgence of clicker games. If you go
Yes.
also on Steam, there's a lot of very popular clicker games. It's great to see a genre that is kind of coming up.
So just so you know, behind my face, right about there, is the little shop, and you can buy
Yes.
different tools to help you out. Oops, I hit escape. That's not what I do. I hit the shop button again and close it. So, I'm gonna click. This game is rather simple in terms of concept, and I really appreciate that. So, I already have enough coins to buy a few items. I'm gonna get the cat. Yes, the cat makes it harder to get up.
But
But,
it gives you the cash.
yes. And then I may get the RNG one. That'd be really funny if I managed to win this time with RNG. I did last time. I didn't win last time with RNG, but I'm using both fingers, both hands. So I bought the RNG one. Okay, let's buy that.
Pray to RNGesus. See what happens.
Yeah. And I'm assuming it's a 5% chance every time you're clicking.
Yeah. I did buy the RNG thing, I think midway through the game, and I did not trigger the. I didn't see RNGesus.
I bought I bought it at the beginning. I bought everything in order when I first played.
Right.
So I'm just gonna keep buying through this. Sorry, I should be reading these. Motivational art. Cover your walls with motivation signs and rewarding special interests. Live life. Get up! It's important. You're gonna be late if you don't get up soon. There. And as you can see, the progress bar is much easier for me to fill up.
Yeah.
If I'm going at the same rate I always was.
Oh.
I did it! I got up! Yay!
I really like this because I do feel, I'm often in that situation, just lying on the couch, and I have to do some figurative brain tapping, a lot of figurative brain tapping before, lifting my bum from the couch. So I feel this game, I felt a bit exposed. I have to say.
It called you out in a way.
It did a bit. It did indeed a bit.
I feel the same way. It definitely was the type that just it really captured me, and it's such a simple one, but it communicates really effectively
Yes.
its message. Sometimes the best games you can make are games that are so simple and are just one mechanic. Um, I'm I really want to run something sometime that is one mechanic or like one button games, because when you're restricted like that, you think of different ways to tell a story through a mechanic. Um, yeah, wonderful job, Rinstall. I love this
Yeah.
one because it's simple but effective and well made.
Yeah. This is a great game. Thanks for making it. Thanks for joining the gem.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're on to our last game. I know we have to part ways eventually. Before I even start this game up, I bet you can see how overstimulating the even like the intro is here. Like I haven't even clicked on the game. And it's called stimulation, but the T is in a bracket. Um like sorry, not it's not called that, sorry. It's called my eyes are heavy yet my brain go bzzz. But I do appreciate the run stimulation where it's the T's in the bracket here. So it's simulation stimulation. They're playing with that. But I have to warn that this game can be very overstimulating. Um okay, without further ado, I'm gonna start it up. And I'm gonna full screen
I
this
did
one.
I did say, it's literally always like this. The game we played before is a bit overwhelming. This is 10x,
Yeah,
20x that.
they said, oh, that's overwhelming. Watch this. So I'm just this little guy on the screen.
Everything seems fine.
Yeah.
Everything seems quiet.
Go to sleep. Oh, look at the cat. Still need to straighten it. Go to sleep. Yes, please. No. Please, yes.
Nope.
Too bad. Sheets, laundry. I can't go to bed. Okay. Where is my laundry? Oh, there's a bug. I hate this show. Can I turn it off? Show. Oh, there's the broom. Oh,
Squish,
wonderful.
squish. What's the bug spray? What's the bug spray?
There's something in the fridge. What about... Oh! Everything, all the controls are backwards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I think it's fascinating that even the controls have changed. And,
It took me a moment to realize that. I was like, what the hell is happening? And then I realized it was on purpose.
Yeah, I think that's such a cool one. Okay, I think I figured out how to operate this.
And again, at least speaking for myself, this is wholly and fully exposing me, because that's exactly my brain at 2 a.m. sometimes.
Maybe it wasn't even real. I made it up. Too loud. Yeah. But this is about where I usually call the game because
Yeah.
I don't know what to do from here. And then they change it to a whole bunch of sensory, like nature with sensory reset. And yeah, I think that's like a lovely. It's definitely overstimulating. They did a really good job. Stay as long as you like. Yeah, so this is the end of the game where you just enjoy this. Yeah, but a very, very short game. Very, very, again, quick to communicate what it's about. Very easy to understand what to do. And yeah, I liked it a lot because that is what it feels like sometimes. And it's hard to communicate what it feels like. Yeah, any thoughts on this one, Fabio? Because I'm just a bit like, it speaks for itself for me. Like I
Yeah,
feel like I can't contribute much in comments because I'm like, wow, that was really cool.
exactly. The simplest mechanics, but it really delivers a powerful message. This is when I think the barrier between neurotypical and neurodivergent is sometimes a bit blurry because this is the type of experience that I think a lot of people experience irrespective of, their brain type. So, I wonder, are we really all that different? Turns out we're not, because a lot of experiences are in common, whether you receive a diagnosis or not. And that's what I also find fascinating in these games because they bring experiences that no matter your brain type, if you want to
Hmm.
call it like that, they do bring us together. We're not that different. We're actually all fairly the same in the way we, in certain things, in certain aspects of seeing the world, which I find extremely fascinating.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. And that's our last game. I I thought this year was amazing. I'm so glad that we had these submissions. I've been dumbfounded in the best way about it. It's wonderful to be able to host this, and wow, is all I could really say.
Well, let me say something else then, because you have been incredibly, awesomely, spectacularly, and whichever other superlative we want to use, amazing. Because you gotta appreciate, dear viewers, that 99% of the game jam has been made by Nat. He made the website. He's literally playing the game, directing, hosting. Like I don't even know. We had a meeting in which I asked, how are you even going to think about doing this? And he very, in a very structured way told me, well, I have this thing open and this thing open and this view. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm understanding only 10% of what you're telling me, but I trust you.
Thank you
Like
for
it's
trusting
incredible
me.
the amount. No, but I trust you because I know you have this tendency of nailing everything you do. And Ned has been paramount to make this happen. Again, he's created the website from scratch. He's done most the heavy lifting of the work. I've literally done only this much. I also want to thank Caro, which is the other, the part also of this trio that organizes the game jam. She's not with us today, but she's been in the opening ceremony, and no doubt she will be involved in organizing next year's game jam. So thank you, Caro, at a distance, and I mean, a million thanks, Ned. I don't know what else you could do for this game jam. It's been amazing. We had 3 times as many participants than last year. Last year we had around 30. This year we went over 100. Next year we want to go over 1,000. We want to bring some more firepower, more, because it's amazing. It's an amazing way to be together, to share our stories, and to learn a bit about neurodiversity and the many ways that brains have to see the world. Do you have any closing remarks, Ned, before we wrap it up?
Well, first and foremost, Fabio, please give yourself more credit. Um, you've been a great support in general, and you do a lot of this stuff that I don't want to do. Basically, um, you're going out and talking to folks, and I really appreciate the stuff that you are doing. Um, yeah, I'm hoping that this can grow bigger and bigger, not just because um, I I want it to succeed as my project, like our project here, right? It's also because I want more people to feel the want to express themselves, to express things that don't get talked about too often, especially in mediums like video games. We have like this unique ability with games to express, and we have so many experiences we don't talk about. And so every year when we get to see a few of them and how people express themselves, even if it's not things that directly talk about neurodiversity point blank right to your face, it's still about neurodiversity.
Yeah.
And I really, really appreciate the games that we had today because again, there's such a like difference between them, but also similarities. And yeah, I'm hoping that we could continue to grow this, and I'm hoping we could do more together next year. And thank you for being here, most of all. Like whether you are here live with us or you're watching this, and we're just a recording. Um, Thank you. It means a lot that you're here because I really hope that you continue to be here and that we continue to have this environment where we're happy to share and we are comfortable sharing. That's me.
Mic dropped again. I don't have much else to add. I just want to thank you again, Ned. I want to thank everyone who's watching the stream. I want to thank all the developers that created amazing games. It's really incredible how these games, actually give you a glimpse into someone else's life, into someone else's brain, allow you to learn, allow you to see different perspectives. This is not something that I get when I play League of Legends or anything like that. These are actually games that are worth playing and exploring. So I hope that you will take the time to go and find these games and give them a good try. And for the rest, you know, unfortunately, it's time to wrap up. But one thing that and I can tell you is that this is gonna be the second Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam, but definitely not the last. We're gonna be back again in style next year. So stick around. We can continue the conversation on our Discord channel. You can go check the Neurodiversity Foundation website if you want to learn about more about the foundation and the ways you can get involved with the foundation. There's a whole community out there that we have to create together, building it around gaming. So let's start. Let's start doing it right now,
for,
and let's build a fantastic community where
for
we can come together in a way that makes everyone feel heard and very comfortable.
For sure. Thank you, Fabio. And like extending on that, you can even choose to volunteer with us. We're always looking for people who want
Yeah,
to even just talk to a group of people, do a little presentation, or if you want to mentor or just be around.
yeah,
Um, if you want to be that force in the Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam, you can be. It's as simple as wanting to. We would love to have
yeah.
you. Anyone, really. Like, you can reach out via the Neurodiversity Pride Game Jam webpage or even just on Discord. Or I wouldn't recommend Twitch because I don't check the Twitch as much.
Yeah.
But you can technically use Twitch. But yes, always happy to have you in any capacity, whether you are just observing, you're jamming, you're volunteering, or a mentor, or any other role. Happy to have you. And thank you for tuning in this year.
Thanks again, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you again soon. Like Nat said, let's get involved. Stick around. Let's create that beautiful community.
Yes.
That's everything for now from me and Ned. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for being amazing and creating amazing games. And we'll see you again soon.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.